Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to play through a few rounds of Viral. If you want to see our full review of this game, you can click the link in the video description. Otherwise, stick around here and we will play through a few rounds. Okay, so I've gone ahead and set up the game for a 3-player game. To set up, you're going to put the board in the middle of the table. Each player is going to put their marker on the research track, the tiebreaker track, I forget what it's called, the tiebreaker track, and over there on the scoring track, you'll put this red round disc up here on the 1. You're going to shuffle up the cards that have points on them that do not have a player color. So you can see this one has a player character on it. You're going to shuffle them up and flip 3. You're going to give each player a player board and a certain number of viruses of their color based on the number of players. In a 3-player game, we have 8. And then each player is going to get 6 zone cards, which will be basically the parts of the body, so brain on down. And then 5 of these test tube cards that are basically going to be the actions that you're going to take. Okay, so everybody has the same stuff going on. All right. Then we're going to take the event cards, shuffle them, and draw 6. That's the timer of the game. Then you're going to make all these areas with different points by using these tokens here, which I have done. And then starting from last player to first, so this is first player, we're going to put a virus out until there's 1 virus in all of the organs. Okay? And then we're going to put all the crisis tokens right there. Now, this is an area control game. We are trying to control in an organ section, so this area, the pancreas and the liver, we're trying to control that territory with our virus. In order to score this, you need to have the most of your virus in this section, but you also have to have 1 on this side and at least 1 on the other side. And then you have to have the most. So each piece has to have 1, and then you're trying to have the most. You can do that, you get points. Then you move up on research, which is bad. And I'll explain all that as we get into it. But area control, get some points, okay? So the way the game works is, it's going to be 2 rounds. We're going to follow this turn phase here. First part is playing cards and putting stuff down. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick which zone we want to infect, and then we're going to pick one of these cards that we want to do in that zone, possibly. If it has a blue mark color up at the top, it has to be in the zone that you're playing. Okay, so I'm the white player, so I'm going to look at the board and I want to see what do I want to do. I think what I'm going to try to do is I want to try to start working over here into the intestine and stomach area. So I'm going to pick that card. So I pick that card. I'll put it face down. So I'll just show you. This will be face down on this side of your board, and all the actions that are on your board are here. Then I'm going to pick one of my action cards. Okay. So they're pretty basic. I can put new infections or new viruses out. 2 new viruses. Put 2 viruses out, or shield. On the back of your virus is a little shield, because you're going to be attacking. If you have a shield, you can take an extra attack. You can move, which is the arrow. You can attack, which is the sword. All that kind of thing. Those are the basic ones. There's also absorb and magnet and crisis. They'll be in some of these cards here that I'll talk about later. So I think what I want to do, I'm just going to put some viruses down. So I'm going to go ahead and I need 2 viruses down. So I'll go ahead and play this basic reproduction, and it'll go on this card here. And these are all face down. Nobody knows. Okay. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to just randomly pick cards from the other players, just, so we can keep rolling. So those are their cards. Give them 1 here. But again, we're all going to be doing the same thing. So we're going to be taking 1 card from our zones, 1 card from our action deck, and doing the thing with those cards. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to set up here so you can see it in action. All right, we'll do this. All right, then once everybody's ready, then we'll reveal. So I've revealed mine. I'm going to zone 5. They're going to zone 5, and they are going to zone 3. Okay, and again, these will be on the left side, then we'll do it on the right, but there's not enough room here, so just stick with me. Then in turn order, we're going to do the thing. So in zone 5, I get to put down 2 new viruses. And you can see that because on the board, it tells you what to do. That icon does that thing. So I'm going to put 1 here. And I'll go ahead and put 1 there. Okay. Oh wait, wrong area. 2 new viruses. So I'll put 1 in each of the sections because now I have a virus in each of the sections. Okay. Now I have the control because I have a virus in every section and I have the most. And then that's my turn. That'll go on over there for now. Then this player, they're going to zone 5. They're going to put 1 down. So they'll go here. And then they're going to get a move 2. And because they're not in blue, they can move them from any zone. Now, when you move, we're going to follow the paths of the arteries. Okay. So basically from here to here, unlimited movement. You can see it goes both ways. But the red artery and the blue artery, red goes down, blue goes up. So with the exception of the brain, it gets a little tricky. They're only one way in, one way out, basically. Okay. And you can always move between both parts of the organ within the organ section. All right. Or over here, like you can move from there to there, there to there, whatever. So orange has 2 movements. And I think what they want to do is they're going to move 1 here. And then they're going to give up on that over there. So they're going to move this one over to there. Because again, these can go both ways in that big yellow mass. It probably has a technical term, but we're going to call it the yellow mass. Okay. And then those cards will go there. And then this player is going to do the heart. So they're going to go, or the lung. Either side of the lung, they'll go on this side. And then they get a shield up 2. So they'll go ahead and shield up this one because there's another person there. And they will shield up this one. All right. And that's phase 1, part 1. All right. Now we're going to do part 2. And again, we do the same thing. We pick a part of the body, a zone, and then we're going to try to take it over. All right. I'm going to do brain. Again, no one's going to know what I'm doing. And then I want to play basic adaptation. Okay, so I'm going to the brain and I'm going to do those actions. All right. Then this player, they'll do this thing, they'll do this thing. And then this player will do this thing and this thing. All right, so then when we're done, we all reveal. So I reveal mine, they'll reveal theirs. They're going to pancreas and liver, doing that deal. And this player is going to the heart, doing that deal. So again, turn order. So I start, I'm at the brain. So I can either attack or duplicate or infect. I will infect the brain. And then I can move or shield. And I'm actually going to move. And I'm going to move down to the heart here, right there. So I can get closer to somewhere else where I only need 1 person up here. So there's only 1 organ. I have 1 in there. I had the most, okay? So I'm hoping that nobody else goes there. And this player is going to the liver and pancreas. So they're going to infect the liver, of course, because they're already in the pancreas. Then they have 2 shields. They're going to shield both of them. They don't have to be in the area where they put them. They can do it anywhere, but they're going to do them right there. So they're done. We'll just put that on that side because we're all done. And then this player is going to the heart, and they're going to double infect in the heart. So they will go 1 here and 1 there. All right. And that's done. That's phase 1. Now, at the end of phase 1, what happens is you put cards up in your timeout section at the top. I don't really have room, so I'm just going to put them sideways here. And because they're basically not available for the next round. You have to pick different cards. All right. So that's kind of, you can't always do the thing that you want to do every single time. So then we're going to move down to number 2. Then we're going to score each region. That's what this means. Okay. And then adjust research as we go. So we'll start in region 1. I have control here. So I get 1 point. It's a little far away. And I go down 1 on research. I can't go down, I'm all the way at the bottom. So there you go. Then we go to region 2. So green and orange are eligible to score because they have 1 on both organs. I am not. But green has 3, orange has 2. So green will get those points. So they'll get 2. But they also move up 2 on research. Oh, and another thing. This one has 3 viruses, so it gets a crisis. We'll get to that in a second. Then we're going down to section 3. Nobody's in both sides, so no points. Down to section 4. Orange is in both sides, so they get 4 points. And 3 on research, which is crazy, but they get 4 points. They are going to pass this section that shows the hand and a card. They get to take one of these new cards into their hand immediately. They have points, and they'll have special abilities. And I think I'm just going to take something that have a bunch of points. I'm going to take this absorb card, because that's a pretty cool action. That's orange. So that'll go to orange. There you go, and then we'll flip a new one. That was 4. Now we're down to 5. That which is over there. That's me. I'm the only one in that section. So I get 1 point plus another point. So 2 points for me. 1, 2. And no research, which is kind of why I went for the ones that I did, because I don't want to move up on that track. And then 6, that is orange. They get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. But their research moves up 2, which is bad. Good example, though, because we'll actually get out and show you some stuff. Then we come down here to number 3, and we're going to flip an event. Aggressive virus. This is going to impact everybody, or maybe a certain organ, whatever. All players slide 1 step down on the research chart. So actually orange got helped out here. Didn't help me out because I'm already at the bottom, but it helped everybody else out. All right. Now we're going to go down here. That's done. It can just get discarded. I'll have to put it on the bottom. That way I know when we reach the face up once the game's over. Now we're going to do any area that has a crisis token, which is right here in a 3-player game. Once an organ has 3, oh, there's 2 of them, shoot. 3 crisis, or 3 viruses, it gets crisis tokens. So we're going to fire them off, lowest number to high number. I'm not sure which one happened first, but for the sake of the example, we'll say this one happened first. So you're going to look at these areas, and you're going to see who has the most. Whoever has the most viruses there gets 2 points. Everybody else gets 1. In this case, there's a tie. So we're going to look down here. Gray is going to break the tie because they're highest up on the DNA. So they will get 2 points. I get a new card. And I'm going to take this one because that's moving shield. Ooh, no. Yeah, I'll take that armor. That's cool. So I'm moving and shielding. And then everybody else will get 1 point. So red gets, orange gets 1, green gets 1, orange gets another card. They're going to take this one because it's 3 points. Okay. And then when the crisis is resolved, all of the viruses go back to their players unless they have shields. Then they would just get flipped over. So basically the doctors are really working diligently to clear that area up because the organ's about to fail. Now we're going to go to number 2. Green has 2, orange has 1. So green will get the 2 points. They get a card. They will take, this is no points, but it's going to give them some cool stuff. So they'll take a card. And then 2 points, and orange will get 1 point. This one has a shield, so it flips. These 2 come off. And crisis token goes back. All right. Then we go down here. If anybody was at the top of the research track, a vaccine is found for your virus. They've been working hard to figure you out. And all of your pieces that are not shielded come off the board. Anything that's shielded flips over. So you can basically get wiped out. Orange would have almost been wiped out had it not been for that event, which was lucky. So if they were up here, the board would look a whole lot different. Okay. Then we're going to come down here. Any viruses that are absorbed, there is an absorb action. You can see it right there, which means I could take one of my pieces and basically put it on top of another one, and it's like it's not there for the sake of scoring. Okay. So anything that was like that would be released. It would just come off. All the viruses would be back to normal. And then we're going to adjust the scoring based on whoever has the least amount of points. So for example, green and gray are tied, but I would break that tie. So I would still go first. Green would go second. Orange is third. And then we're ready to start another round. And that's where we are. These cards are unavailable. So all the other cards that are in our hand we get to play with. We'll do the 1 and the 2. Do all these things again. Then at the end of that round, the cards we played will come up. These will go back into our hand. And then we keep going. So we just keep following this through 6 rounds. And after all that is done, whoever has the most points is the winner. There's also going to be points on your cards. And I think maybe some points for having viruses. There's one other way to score points, I think. But that's the gist. One more thing that I didn't show you. You can see the scoring track goes from white to blue. Once that happens, so say orange gets down here. Once that happens, all of these scoring markers are going to flip. It's either going to change the amount of points it's worth or change the amount of research. Points will go up, and I believe research will go down. I believe that's the case. Yes, that looks like to be the case. Yes. So the points will either go up or the research will go down, making those places maybe a little more exciting. Like, that's not 3 points for 1 research. That area is much more exciting now. And this is 1. It was 1 for 0. Now it's 1 for -1, which is way more exciting. So you get that one for 3, go up 1. Get that one for 1, go down 1, and you're good to go. So there you go. That is how you play Viral. Pretty simple at its heart. A lot of area control. It can get a little bit mean. Not super mean, because you can always shield up your virus. But it can get mean, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's Viral. If you want to check out our full review, you can click the link in the video description. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and as always, keep gaming.